How is everybody doing? Question, are the Pet Shop Boys still relevant in 2024? Well, the answer is yes. New album, I think it came out late April, is titled Nonetheless, and it kind of continues where 2020's Hotspot tails off. Hotspot was a fantastic album. Really had cracking songs on it, and one I've listened to a lot over the last 4 years since it was released. And compared to things like Super and what was the one before that? I can't remember. Yeah, they didn't grab me as much as Hotspot, but this one is actually pretty good. Again, it's kind of continuing the mature songwriting that is on Hotspot, but it's got the classic Pet Shop Boys sound. Also have the CD. This is the deluxe edition, I guess, special edition, and this one contains a bonus EP with 4 old hits. Heart, Being Boring, Always on My Mind, It's a Sin. They're new versions. They were recorded back in 2021. They sound like remixes from any time between late 80s, I'd say, up to the 90s. They're not bad, you know. But they're kind of club tracks, I will say. Produced by James Ford, famous for his work with the Arctic Monkeys and Blur, Depeche Mode, kind of the hot producer over the last few years. Anyway, let's look at the CD first. It's a good album. Starts off with Loneliness, which is classic Pet Shop Boys, and then Feel, which is a nice song as well. I really like that. Why Am I Dancing? That's really classic Pet Shop Boys. New London Boy, it's kind of a downbeat thing. Dancing Star, New Bohemia. Again, they're mid-tempo songs like that. I guess you've kind of heard them before from the Pet Shop Boys. Similar to their older stuff. The Secret of Happiness, that's kind of a throwback to the 60s. It's kind of almost kind of a bossa nova feel to it. It's quite good. Yeah, I like the album. Like I said, it's kind of growing on me. I've only listened to it 3 or 4 times because I only bought it last, was it Friday, I think? I can't remember. But it comes in a nice card sleeve. I think all CDs should be like this because it just makes more sense, Furthermore, nonetheless, discs are pretty boring. Being boring. I've noticed that the label again is Parlophone. I thought they had moved away from that. Obviously, yeah, they're on. I think they have their own label as well. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good album, and like I said, their stuff, it kind of grows, I mean, nothing is as good as the 80s and 90s Pet Shop Boys. I think where they kind of, I think the first one, up to, 1993's Very is an incredible. All the albums up to Very are fantastic, and then I think Bilingual, that's a bit disappointing. It's a bit of a slog to listen to because it's long and it's. Yeah, it doesn't really do it for me. That was from 1996. And then Nightlife isn't bad either, but again, it kind of, yeah, anyway, I've other videos on the catalogue, if you'd like to watch them. But, yeah, it's good. I think that Pet Shop Boys are probably the most influential, or I guess most popular, I think they're the best songwriters, I'd say, of the last 30 or 40 years to come out of the UK. So there you go, the vinyl. Vinyl is a bit disappointing. There is 2 versions. One version has the EP on it with the 4 re-recorded tracks. Sleeve is, it's hard to tell. I mean, the card is stiff. It's thick, but it still feels kind of flimsy. I'm not sure what to make of it. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it just feels a little bit flimsy. I don't know why. This is an exclusive as well. Well, they're all exclusives. The inner sleeve is quite thin. Lyrics and stuff. But this is a grey platter, which is kind of nice. Baby elephant, is it? So there you go. It's a 10-track album, and the same amount of tracks are on the vinyl. Like I said, I just didn't really find the I didn't really want to get the deluxe vinyl or whatever, because I think the extra EP, I don't know, it kind of takes from it. I don't mind it on the compact disc. That's all I could get in the shop anyway. But yeah, I think that the vinyl is perfect with the 10 tracks. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. Another good album from Pet Shop Boys, and I think, you know, as in the last decade, you kind of have to listen to the albums a few times really to get into them, because the melodies are still there and the production is great, and you know, they're still, you know, high quality. Yeah, I mean, they're all out over 40 years. I think West End Girls was released in 1984, originally on CBS, so that's a long time ago. 40 years, it's insane. Yeah, so there you go, that's the Pet Shop Boys new one nonetheless. And yeah, it's out. And there you go. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and take care.